Hey, man.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
God, it's already 2019.
This is the first of season 5. Talk nerdy to me.
Hey, listen!
Kicking off season.
Get nerdy with me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How do you
That's.
say season in Spanish?
I don't know. Season.
Season.
Season in Spanish. That's how you say
El
it.
season.
El season in Spanish 5. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But anyway.
Well, hey, yeah. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. Hope you already broke your resolutions. I already broke mine. So.
I know better. I didn't make any.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the expectations low. You'll never have to meet them.
And when you exceed them, hey,
Yeah, right.
so much the better.
I got up this morning. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Troy Stegner.
Patrick Potter. I guess we're doing last name stuff.
We're
Sure.
going to be all formal. It's first of the year. So
Yeah, formal.
it's
Oh.
formal. We're
You
timing.
know, take me out on a date.
And this is Talk Nerdy to Me. It's going to be your weekly dose of nerd news.
Very weekly.
Yeah.
Very dosey.
I
Very
guess that's my resolution. Instead of filming 4 or 5 of these at a time like we used to,
Yeah.
we're going to start doing them weekly so that we're more current.
Yeah, because I think the last time we kind of messed up.
Our timing was
Our
off.
timing was off. I think we were doing like, ooh, I can't wait until what was the Aquaman?
Yeah,
And then we put the review before our talking about Aquaman. So yeah, that kind of screwed us up a little bit. But hey,
Live and learn.
live and learn.
It only took us 5 years. We figured it out.
Exactly, 5 years. Another 5 years we might actually get this done.
If podcasts are still a thing in 5 years.
It's gonna be all like sensory implants in 5 years. Actually, technically, we're all supposed to be dressed all Blade Runner-ish. Remember?
It is that year.
It
Yeah.
is 2019. I need to start getting those big football pads on the coats again. But yeah, that was yeah. So yeah.
Anyway,
Well, welcome to Talk Dirty to Me. We're just gonna kind of riff. We're gonna kind of just talk
stream
about
of consciousness.
talk about a couple of different things. We have a kind of a list that we want to go over. Pretty much what happened within the last week or so.
Last week, yeah.
So yeah. So I guess we're gonna go and start off. You have a couple of things that you wanted to talk about first.
I just wrote a few things down so we didn't forget.
Yeah, there's a bunch, but
We can start with, Netflix has been canceling all their Marvel.
which is funny. Another bad timing on our part because we were talking about, hey, they're not gonna cancel Daredevil, and literally the next day that we shot that, they canceled it.
Thank you, Netflix, making us look bad.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that was. But yeah, at least I guess Punisher.
We do have a
Well,
release
I
date.
think Daredevil is gonna end of season 3.
So yeah, this last season, they're done. They're not doing anymore. Unless Disney pulls it in under their streaming service, which is a possibility.
I don't know. That's that might be, but I mean, Daredevil's pretty brutal. So
Yeah, that's true. They did want to kind of keep it PG.
yeah, they did want to keep it PG. Hence why, the whole
Sorry, Charlie Cox. I try to help you.
yeah. Disney, if you're listening, go ahead and renew that on Disney, right next to
Disney Adult.
That would be a very interesting cosplay.
Disney Black.
Disney Black.
But yeah, Punisher season 2 got the okay. It's been done. It's going to be released January 18th.
God, it's coming up that quick already.
Netflix and I don't want to say chill. Netflix and binge. You can binge the whole thing, as Netflix likes to do.
Yeah, I really liked the first season. I thought, okay, so I was really never into like the Daredevil and the Luke Cage and
All the street level.
all the
heroes.
street level heroes until I saw the Punisher, because I mean, I seen Punisher before. I seen like the movie version with John Travolta was just, but then there was actually a Punisher I think it was Warzone. I don't know who that actor is off the top of my head, but that movie was.
Is that the one with Thomas Jane?
No, I think the Thomas Jane was one with John Travolta.
Then there was Dolph Lundgren and
Yeah, that was way back. There was
Yeah.
a second one in like 2012 or something like that. That was a really brutal one.
They
And
need some reiterations.
well, probably comment below because you guys probably know what I'm talking about before I know. But it's called, I think it's called Punisher Warzone, and that was actually a really good, and that was actually a rated R Punisher years ago. So when they're all like, oh, you know.
Did you ever see that little commercial Thomas Jane did, Dirty Laundry?
Punisher. No.
Oh, Google it. Google it. It's brutal. It's awesome. That's what Punisher should be. And the Netflix one is pretty close to that. So John Bernthal's been killing it as Punisher.
Yeah, John. I mean, he will always be Shane from Walking Dead, but I mean, not really. He's done. I mean, he does a really good Punisher. He's been doing a lot of really good stuff. So I'm glad that he's kind of getting out of the shadow because I mean the other characters from Walking Dead, you know, they are stuck in that role forever now. Which is funny because Love Actually was just on my Netflix, and I was like, hey,
That's Rick.
that's Rick from Walking Dead. So yeah, I'm glad that they. You know, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but they killed Shane off pretty quick. But
Well, have you seen The Accountant? He was Ben Affleck's brother in The Accountant.
oh, that's right, yeah.
That's another good unsung movie.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen
Accountant
it,
was really good. Yeah.
pick it up.
So yeah, I'm glad that they brought out Punisher season 2 coming up. God, well, you know, all depends on when this this video releases. It's gonna come up quick. So, you know, but it's Netflix, so it's not like you can't watch it.
I'm just waiting after season 2 Punisher is Netflix will come out and say, oh yeah, we're canceling.
That would suck. Because Punisher is such a good character. I mean, Luke Cage was okay. I mean, Iron Fist,
I think that and Jessica Jones are only 2 they have left that haven't been canceled.
I'm pretty sure they're going to access Jessica Jones sooner than
That should
later.
have been the first one. It's not
I
bad,
haven't seen
but
any
yeah,
of them, but I can just imagine, like, you know, especially Iron Fist. I heard Iron Fist was just, I mean, you
first season was not, second season it got better, so that's why I had hope for it, and then they canceled it. Like, oh, well, we still have Luke Cage. No, we don't have Luke Cage.
Yeah, so I think.
Well, shit, we still have Daredevil.
Yeah. Keep to the CW kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's streaming, but, you know, if nobody watches it, then what's the point?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So Punisher 2 coming out January 18th. All depends on when this movie, or when it releases.
January 2nd. This video should be up January 2nd.
Yeah, so there you go. Here in a couple weeks, watch Punisher 2. I'm actually pretty excited for that. So what do we got next?
Comic books. They're trying to relaunch Conan again, dude.
Yeah. How many are they actually going to do like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan?
That's the only successful Conan.
Exactly.
I mean, they even tried Jason Momoa, and he couldn't make it work.
Yeah, man, it was that one. And the funny thing is, I saw the previews, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I have a Conan. But you know, I mean, talking about redoing Conan. I mean, it's a comic book, so they have a little bit more license to kind of do what they want to do with them. So
they're putting a good writer on, Jason Aaron, who's been doing a lot of the Star Wars stuff lately.
Okay, got my attention then.
So, yeah, it comes out tomorrow. When this video comes out is the day Conan #1 hits the shelves.
So go by Zia Comics, pick up your copy of Conan #1.
Please keep Conan alive, because man, they've teamed him up with everybody. Hasn't worked. So.
Well, let me jump into that, because since we're talking about redoing Conan, like I always thought Conan as the movie. I'm a movie guy. Have you seen the new Aladdin trailer?
I heard about it, but I have not seen it.
Okay, so there was I think Entertainment Weekly had a spreadsheet. Will Smith is the genie. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure who Aladdin was, but and they had the first trailer out. Check out the trailer, Google or whatever, because we don't want to get copyrighted, because you know we're pulling up copyrighted stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much almost the exact opening of the Disney's shot for shot, and I'm all like, didn't we go over this already? Didn't we just talk about
live action?
Well, this is actually going to be live action, but the thing is, they're going from cartoon to live action again. I mean, I think they're running out of ideas in Hollywood because I saw that, I'm like, really? Okay, I'm a child of the '80s. I grew up in the '80s and '90s. I grew up with Robin Williams. Robin Williams will always be my genie. I will straight up say that. I love Will Smith. I think he's a good actor. It's just, I know you're trying to make money, but come on. I mean, if you just go to Disney streaming and let your kids watch the original Aladdin, they'll be fine with it. They don't need a live action version of Aladdin. For God's sake, they don't need it.
That's the new trend. Everything has to go live action.
I just saw Mowgli on Netflix.
Is it any good?
Ugh.
No.
It's like they just redid from the Jungle Book, from a couple years ago, what Jon Favreau did.
Right.
And they just redid it. It's like, hey, copy my homework, but change a couple things. But it's a Jungle Book. It's an old book. I think the book was in like 1910s.
Yeah, at least Favreau changed some stuff around.
But it was.
But even then, it was kind of you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So it was okay. But I guess like I said, I think they literally ran out of ideas. Well, I mean, I can't really fault Netflix for trying, because Netflix is trying to be their own conglomerate. They have so much stuff coming out, And talking about so much stuff coming out, the thing I watched over the weekend, and I think you watched it too, was Bandersnatch.
Oh, the new Black Mirror.
The new Black Mirror. Okay, so
amazing.
The funny thing is, okay, it's not a movie. Okay, it is a movie, but not really.
Long as a movie.
It's as long. Yeah, all depends on what path you choose.
Yeah.
Because it can be done in 10 minutes, technically.
Actually, the first run through, the guy died quick.
Yeah. Okay, so just to explain Bandersnatch, and if you haven't watched Black Mirror, start from season 4 or something like that. If you like, especially like the Star Trek one. If you like that one, just watch the rest of them. I started with season 1 because I was like, oh, what's this Black Mirror all about? And I started watching it. I'm completely hooked in. It's all in the same universe.
It's all technology screwing people over type thing.
And if so Bandersnatch is pretty much, it's a choose your own adventure movie.
Like the little books you used to have as a kid.
Yeah.
Would you want me to do this? Go to page 12.
Yeah, exactly. And of course you always peek and say, oh, you died. I was like, never mind, I didn't want to do that.
No, I'm at page 10.
And that's pretty much what the movie is, because you died. It's like, well, you could try again. And it actually, it's so interactive, and I think the actor also interacts with you, and you actually interact with the actor. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's a cool new technology. This is something that you can't just like watch in the background and play on your phone. Because that's what I tried for
like the first. Several decisions along the way.
Yeah, you have to decide what cereal he's going to eat.
Yes.
And which is funny because if you watch, if you pick what cereal he's going to eat, that cereal, those commercials of that cereal will replay throughout the entire movie, or different sections, and it's pretty nuts. You need to go check it out because I think it was really good. It has to be immersive because the one time, if you want, you could just, it'd be done in 10 minutes, but it'll kind of tell you, like especially.
It allows you to go back and make.
It allows you
choices.
go back different choices if you die or if you, kind of what your end goal wants to be. So. I think that
was really cool.
It was really cool.
Liked it a lot.
I mean, Netflix is bringing out some pretty good stuff. And if you've been on the internet in the last week, and if you haven't seen a Bird Box meme,
oh jeez, those memes are all
the
over
memes
the
are.
place.
I think the best
They're
thing
better
out of
than
that
the movie.
I think the best thing out of the movie was the memes. It was like Sandra Bullock, the Sandra Bullock meme says, "Stop sending me stuff," and she's a teenage mutant ninja turtle. I almost lost it. I thought it was funny, but
it wasn't a bad movie. I didn't like the ending so much.
Yeah, I think the entire movie, what they say, The Quiet Place 2.
It was very reminiscent of.
Because I think if you didn't have The Quiet Place, you wouldn't have this movie. Let me phrase that. You wouldn't. It's still a book first.
Right.
It's just, I don't think they would have made it into a movie if The Quiet Place didn't do as well. Because The Quiet Place is freaking just...
It was amazing.
It was amazing. But yeah, the Bird Box, same kind of concept.
They just took away different scents from you.
Yeah, exactly. And the next thing is just going to be the smelly place. You can't smell anything. You just get a nose plug and just walk around. And that's the human race.
If you smell it, you die.
Exactly. You smelt it, you dealt it. You know.
It'd be a great byline.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but don't get me wrong. I like the movie. I think if. And spoiler, if you skip to the next part if you don't want to hear us talk about it, because we're going to be talking about a lot of things in the last week. So, but spoiler on Bird Box, if you won't really see what's causing stuff to happen. Never do. At least The Quiet Place, that at least showed you what the hell was going on, or what's going on, or who was doing something. But I think it's more lines of like demons and stuff like that. But who knows? It's like Signs all over again.
It's got John Malkovich in it, so it's
Are you a simpleton? That's probably my favorite part of the movie. Oh man, I keep on seeing the memes with Gary. Just look at it. Yeah, Gary, you're awesome. You're probably my favorite part. But no, John Malkovich is. Are you a simpleton? I want to share that as a GIF and just send that out to everybody. that was probably my favorite part is John Malkovich, because he's John Malkovich. So. He plays a good weirdo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
That's me going to be surviving the apocalypse. Are you a simpleton? Why would you do that? Just calling everybody an idiot. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think Netflix is kind of.
Well, like I said, everything's going to streaming service.
Everything's going to streaming service, and whatever they're bringing out on movies, we already seen 20 years ago.
I haven't got a subscription to DC streaming service yet. I haven't.
Wait, there's a DC streaming service?
DC Universe streaming service has all their animated stuff. Like 99% of their comics, old and new, are on there, and they're making original content because the Titans series that's been on there has just been getting killer reviews. And that's where they're launching Doom Patrol out of, and even Hawk and Dove are supposed to be coming out of that Titans thing. So, do you guys have? Hey, you can email me your password. I'll check it out. But
or we're gonna do like the whole Netflix thing all over again. Like, I have it paid, and you just use it.
Yeah, but I haven't checked that one out. That's on my list to check out. I was hoping you had seen it, but I guess you hadn't.
I have not. I didn't even know it was a thing, because I mean, it's
everybody has a streaming service.
Well, that's. I think that's the big problem with cable is that you pay one price, you get all these channels, but people aren't watching 90% of these channels. People are watching the regular things, and if they want to pay their own, now you have to pay another streaming service. Like, what is the one that Star Trek's on right now?
CBS
All Access has their own streaming service, even though they're pimping Star Trek. And I'm sitting there like, I want to see the new Star Trek, but I guarantee you, there's more people like me that won't pay the $8 a month to see Star Trek, and I'll just not watch it. Then you know what? If you don't want my advertising money, then I just won't do it.
It'll be out on DVD.
Yeah, it'll be out on DVD, probably in a dollar bin or something like that. I don't. What it just came out on Sunday?
Yeah.
No, the Orville.
Oh.
That's my way to go.
The new age Star Trek.
The new age Star Trek. You gotta watch Orville. If you're not watching the new Star Trek, gotta watch Orville. That's all.
Perfect. You watched it, the new one?
I haven't. I want to have a couple. I was just about to. I was gonna last night. I kind of fell asleep. New Year's Eve, I fell asleep before midnight, so I'm lame. But yeah, I want to see it. I just haven't. There's so much stuff to watch. There's only so many hours in the time, or
hours in the time.
That's right. I probably should have went to bed earlier, like 10 or something like that. There's only so many hours in the day.
The Orville is just perfect blend of comedy and sci-fi. Yeah,
and the good thing is it's not like Seth MacFarlane, like hardcore comedy where
it's not Family Guy.
It's not Family Guy or American Dad comedy. It's a good dry comedy.
Yeah, and I was hoping that the second season they wouldn't go through a slump, and they didn't. The first episode, you're gonna like it. It was really good. Yeah, so check out Orville. It should be on Hulu or something like that. I don't remember. Is it on Fox originally? If not, they'll play it on Hulu. Yeah, I watched. That's how I watched it last year. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
A day or two after they put them on Hulu.
Yeah, I'll go watch it tonight probably.
You wanna?
Oh yeah.
Your wheelhouse.
Jon Favreau is directing the new show called The Mandalorian, and he's pretty much just been like giving us backstage, like teasers from on his Instagram, and he just released so he released a photo of what apparently should be an IG-88. Now there actually. We don't know if it's the actual IG-88 or because IG-88 there's actually a couple of them. So there's a series of droids that there were bounty hunter droids, or that they were not bounty hunter, but they were like killer droids and stuff like that. So it might be the actual IG-88, which is going to be kind of interesting because IG-88 is like 8 feet tall. Mm-hmm. So I want to see if this is going to be like practical effects. But he just took a picture of it, and the internet exploded. Because they're like, oh my god, IG-88. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm actually building an IG-88. You know, so I mentioned it. Yeah, so I mean, that's when I was sitting here like, oh my god, if he brings out an IG-88, or even if it's an IG-87, or just whatever, different kind of model or whatever, but the same kind of concept. Because if it's the Mandalorians are bounty hunters. You give me a picture of an IG-88. IG-88 was a bounty hunter.
He was one of the top 5 bounty hunters.
Yeah, I mean, he was right there
Him, Bosk, Boba,
Forlom,
and I can never remember the 5th one. Yeah, but IG-88 was so tall, they put him on a lower level in that shot.
Yeah, actually, so if you actually pan back, he's actually standing back there because he's so tall. He's actually standing a couple flights down. Yeah, and Zuckuss is the last one.
That's right. Never remember that one.
The only reason is because I finally completed my Black Series of all of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, IG-88, incredible. Until Boba Fett caught him on Cloud City.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's probably the only one who could take out IG-88.
Yeah, but, I mean, IG-88, if you actually read the Expanded Universe or the comics like that, there's actually some really cool, or just Google IG-88 history, there's actually some really cool stuff about them, about the Uprising and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, but Favreau had, he teased before that, Boba Fett's rifle.
Which is...
I felt a disturbance in the Force.
Which is funny
because 1,000 fans were screaming out.
Which is funny because that rifle was only shown...
In the Christmas special,
Christmas special.
I'm sorry, the holiday special.
That's right. The holiday special. Well, yeah, because it was a long time ago, so it was probably more than 2,000 years ago.
Yes.
So
Life Day on Planet Kashyyyk.
Give me a big red robe.
That rifle's been shown.
It's the only time that rifle's been shown. I think there was actually a couple times. There's a small comic book run called Droids back in the 80s that I think showed it. But yeah, I mean, the one where he's riding a mythosaur and having a big rifle. So that'd be kind of interesting if they would actually. What happens if they would actually pull that scene, what he did in the
capturing? It's not spoilers. It's been out.
It's been 30 years. Yeah.
When they captured Luke, right? Mm-hmm. And was it C-3PO?
Yeah.
So only good part of the holiday special.
So I think if he can redo that in a show, I think everybody's more, and of course it's going to be Disney streaming, so I'm going to have to get that one. Thanks.
But you also get Pixar and
I mean, it's not like I'm not in the new live action of Lion King.
Yes. And now Aladdin.
And now, the thing is, I don't know. I don't know if. I think Disney's doing Aladdin. I would imagine.
If not, they're making money off of it because it's their title.
I don't know. I think it might be fair use because it
might be
because Aladdin is pretty old book.
Might be in public domain, but
it's like what, like old Sherlock.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think
or like
Disney
or like Jungle Book. You can't say
you
I
don't
own Jungle Book because that was
the Disney streaming service is gonna kill it when they go live.
When are they supposed to go live?
I don't know. When, you tell us. When is it going live?
Yeah, because I mean we know a lot. We don't know everything.
Because I have money to throw at him.
Yeah, and I have his password I can get when he does have money throwing. So yeah, it's a lot of Star Wars news. I know they they start to shoot. They're gonna shoot. Spinoff
From Rogue One.
from Rogue One starting this October.
Cassian Andor.
Well,
is it Andor? Yeah, I think that's right.
Cassian. Yeah. Spinoff on that. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's gonna be before. You know.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the movie, you know.
That's Cassian.
That was a Thanos snap. They all just went to dust. So yeah, that's gonna be shooting October.
Yeah, starting October this year.
So it's gonna be
2020 release.
It's like that meme, you know. Just pour the tea in the cup, and then just let's see it overflow, and it just keeps on overflowing. That's what Disney is with Star Wars, because they got such a backlash with Solo that they cut a lot of movies. So. Way to go, fanboys! You kind of ruined it for all of us.
Yeah, but they're pushing a lot of money into their streaming original content, which
that's
is good.
That's where the money's at. I mean, look at Netflix, a $10 billion company.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
We covered that. Oh, speaking of New Year's Eve stuff, you know, the Disney's Magic Kingdom.
That's one in Florida, or
Disney
Anaheim?
World.
Disney World is in Orlando. Disneyland is in
I think it was in
California.
Disney World, the Magic Kingdom. They had to do this last year too. They had to shut the doors early. People were flooding in to watch their New Year's Eve celebration.
Wow.
11:30 a.m.
11:30 a.m.
Yes. Last year they opened them back up at 5 because they had too many people in the park. I don't think they opened it back up this year. They closed it at 11:30 a.m. Said, you know, we're sorry, we're at capacity.
Oh my God!
The other parks were open, like Epcot and all those others, but Magic Kingdom has, I guess, the huge fireworks show for New Year's Eve.
Wow! You're gonna have to stay the night next time, like the night before, camping out in tents. I mean, I don't want to have to punch a toddler, but I would.
If he's blocking your
if
view,
he's blocking my view, I'm gonna freaking zip
if you're
that
between me and Diagon Alley, you're going to get trampled.
But I mean, that's one of those things that's when. But I mean, I guess it's good that they do limit people, because now you know that next year people are gonna have to get there early.
Yeah.
Because if not, could you imagine if you paid how much is it? $170 a ticket to get in there, and they said, "Sorry, Magic Kingdom's closed." Like, oh hell no!
Or even if you didn't get your ticket in advance, you just traveled there. You're like, I'm driving 8 hours with the kids to go to Florida. You get there, it'd be like family vacation. I'm sorry, Wally was closed. The moose should have told you out front.
The mouse should have told you out front. Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't riots. But then again, there couldn't be any riots in there. They didn't let anybody else in.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that's crazy. But you know, it's their plane. They can do whatever they want with it. So if they want to shut it down, let it shut it down. But it's not like they can expand. They're pretty much, you know,
they're kind of locked.
They're kind of locked in right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Because I think they have all the land, but it's all swamp land, and they can't expand Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom is surrounded by their other stuff. So they would have to tear down.
They tear out like the Star Wars one they're building. They had to take out.
Coming out April.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm actually gonna go there April when it opens for Star Wars Land, because they turned down Toontown.
Toontown? I thought it was Bugs Life area too.
It might have been both of them.
Yeah.
But I know I'm pretty sure it was Toontown. Comment below if you even remember Toontown. Toontown was cool 20 years ago.
It served its purpose.
Nobody really. I mean, the kids these days don't even. I mean, come on, everything's going to live action and digital. Toontown doesn't even. You know, in my office, we had Donald Duck playing, and a kid came in and didn't even know what it was, and I'm like, wow. So I mean, that's what everything's going to right now. So yeah, it's been a busy week, people. If this goes a little long, it's because it was Christmas week, so
a lot of announcements made also.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the Christmas releases of movies. You had Deadpool 2, or let me phrase that, the remix in PG-13
with Fred Savage.
Yeah, which I heard was okay. But did you hear the whooping that Sherlock got? The Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, the new one.
The Will Ferrell, the Step Brothers 2,
and John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
John Riley.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
And oh my
I
god,
heard people were getting up and walking out. It was. So
they
bad.
said well, like in 40 they were like, oh, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and they got up and left. Which
And I love Will Ferrell, so
Yeah.
But
I think everybody was saying is that they were trying too hard to be funny, and since it was a period piece, it just didn't come off. I think their comedy reflects good
in current times.
In current times, but going back, I don't know. I haven't seen it because I just heard horrendous things
The
about it.
previews looked funny, but
Yeah, but
then again, that's what previews.
That's what
are
it,
for.
yeah, they
Get you in
want to
there.
get you in there, but wow, yeah, I heard it's got like 5% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that's bad. Is that audience or critics?
I think that's critics. I think audience is still at 20%.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, and for people that actually, so I mean, you have to understand, people that go on Chris's to go see a Will Ferrell movie like Will Ferrell, because that's the only reason. You're not going to go see, I'm going to go see a funny period piece. No, I'm going to go see a John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell movie, and if they even hated it, that's when you know there's something wrong. But I think the Blu-ray got pulled because it was just
It was that bad?
It was that bad. Yeah.
It's gonna be in the dollar bin at Walmart soon.
It'd be 99 cents too much.
Not available on Blu-ray.
It's only on VHS.
Speaking of movies, looking forward to though, Zombieland 2. They made an announcement.
Okay, so yeah, I see that you put this name here,
Bill Murray,
which is
who died in the first,
yeah,
if I remember right.
he died. I mean, is he gonna come back as a zombie?
We don't know.
Is it gonna be oh god, what is that movie?
And will they ever find Twinkies?
Snowballs! I effing hate snowballs!
Yeah, and they announced Dan Akroyd also. Both those guys are.
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't.
It's like Ghostbusters 3, 4.
Without Ramus.
Ooh.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Anyway,
Like,
yeah.
He died this year, right?
And no Ernie Hudson either.
Oh yeah, well, Ernie Hudson. He'll be at any con that you've gone to.
It's just about. Yeah, they haven't released any of the plot, so I don't know what Murray and Akroyd are going to do. But I mean, if you watch the first one, it's not spoilers. It's been out for years.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was in the first one and died.
Yeah. Because he thought it would be funny to dress up, prank, and dress up as a zombie
To play golf.
to play.
Because the golf courses are wide open. Zombies don't play golf.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty dumb.
Yeah,
But I can't. Yeah, the Zombieland 2 is going to be pretty good because that was probably one of my. It's one of my. And I think Woody Harrelson.
he's returning.
He's returning.
Eisenberg's
returning.
Emma Stone
Yeah, Emma Stone
is returning. And was it Breslin? Something Breslin?
Yeah, she was from.
Amanda Breslin.
God,
She's returning too.
The yellow.
Little Rock. She played Little Rock in the movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mean that'd be kind of cool, and see who else is coming out. But yeah, I like the first one. We'll see how
My
they
favorite
can.
zombie movie. A zombie apocalypse movie.
Yeah, I still like oh god, Till Dawn or something like that.
With George Clooney.
No, that's Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
And that's vampires, I think.
Oh, you're right.
I forget it.
Wrong Universal Monster.
The one they're in the mall. Yeah. You
remember
put
that.
it down below.
Yeah.
We're trying to think of things off the top of my head. I can't think of it. I think Until Dawn or something like that, or Dead. It's something.
So anyway, Zombieland 2.
Zombieland 2, yeah.
Coming soon. I don't know if they started filming yet.
Yeah.
Go see Bill Murray.
Yeah, go see Bill Murray. Apparently, maybe they cured him of his zombie AIDS. So, all right. So this, what's next? This is more you.
Oh, the Titans. Well, like we talked about that anyway. The DC streaming service with Titans.
Mm-hmm. So what is Titans? Is it
It's
like
a group.
Is it like Teen Titans, right? But it's not teen anymore.
But they're older.
But they're older. Wait, so isn't Cyborg in Titans?
He's in the show. He kinda was in the comic, but
not really.
he kinda
Okay.
Nobody likes Cyborg. He
Is this one with the Robin and all that?
yeah
Okay.
where he said the F Batman.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, it's a superhero group. That's the one on the DC streaming service. It's been getting really popular. The last episode, I guess in the end credits, you get introduced to Crypto, which is Superman's dog.
Oh, really?
The superpowered, yeah. They show the dog, he's in this, like, Kryptonian cage, and his eyes flash red
Wow.
when they're releasing him.
Well, that's interesting.
So, yeah.
So let's talk about weird things. I guess this might be actually a little spoilery. Nothing on here, but let's see. The new Captain Marvel trailer dropped again. Not dropped again, but
Not Shazam,
Not
the real Captain Marvel.
yeah. Captain Marvel. Brie Larson. Yeah. So apparently, I guess Hasbro kind of gave out spoilers to this movie. And if you don't want to hear any spoilers, just go ahead and skip to next part, okay? But apparently, and it might be spoiler for you too, I don't know if you saw the trailer where Samuel L. Jackson's petting the cat.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so apparently Hasbro put out a toy what actually shows what the cat is.
Yes.
Yes. And actually, well, the thing is, if you read the comics, it'll actually show what that is. But, a lot of people...
They've shown Skrulls in the previews,
Yeah.
which are shapeshifters.
So, apparently, the cat might be one of them. Who knows? They might cut the whole thing, which is doubtful. But Hasbro kind of put out that toy...
It's speculation, but it's...
With cat with the muzzle or something like that on it.
Yeah.
So, it's speculation, but, Hasbro kind of dropped the ball on that.
One of those Avengers movies, he even mentioned something about that. He said, the only time I trusted something, I lost an eye.
So, yeah. Oh, could you imagine him losing an eye?
If it was the cat.
Well, which is funny because, in the toys, it just showed him with a big muzzle on it. So I'm like, all right, so that might be pretty interesting. But yeah, Captain Marvel's going to be another pretty cool. Let's
She's
see.
pretty powerful.
Yeah, so let's see. I like that she. I love that it's like, what is it, the 80s or 90s?
When she falls into the blockbuster.
When she falls into Blockbuster, I was
that dates it.
I was sitting there like, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of kids out there that not going to know what Blockbuster. What's a Blockbuster? Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited for that. Man, it's been a hell of a week.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of
stuff.
A lot of stuff. Let's see.
That one.
Talk about Netflix.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Season 3.
Duffer Brothers, yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I like me some Stranger Things. I'm a Stranger Things fan.
The past two were set around Halloween.
The first one. The past two were set around Halloween. I wonder if
This one's 4th of July. It comes out on 4th of July, and all the previews show it like it's middle of summer.
Well, there we go. Or it could be Halloween in New Mexico. It's still like 90 degrees in freaking New Mexico at Halloween, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure the whole cast is gonna come back because I'm pretty sure they have like a 3 or 4 year deal that they all have to sign anyway.
All the kids were in the poster.
I'm pretty sure that one is gonna have a big growth spurt.
Dustin, maybe he's gonna get his teeth. You watched season 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I love season 1. Season 2, I was kind of indifferent.
Yeah, that whole episode 7 where she kind of went off and becomes emo.
Yeah, kind of like a Spider-Man 3 when Parker went emo. But yeah, 2 I was kind of indifferent. 3 I'm hoping they catch me again because I love the underworld.
Oh, Underworld.
The Upside Down. Yeah.
With the Demogorgon from season 1. Demogorgon.
Which is actually a mind flayer. But anyway, yeah, it's coming out July 4th. Looks like the kid Mikey and 11 are kind of boyfriend girlfriend. At the poster, it looks like they're together. So I have a feeling she's gonna be the portal or something for these guys to get back into our world.
It's gonna be season 3, The Search for Barb.
Oh, damn you, why'd you kill Barb?
Which is hilarious because he does so many cons right now, and everybody.
She is the most popular of the whole group.
She's the most popular of the whole group, which I think is hilarious. I actually talked to her, I think it was at Albuquerque Comic Con, and I was just like, hey, I actually just wanted to say I liked you in Stranger Things, and I'm really hated that they killed you off and they just forgot about you. So she's like, yeah, it happens. I was like, yeah.
Her dying made her the most popular
Most
character.
popular character. I mean, like those.
They never even mentioned her after. I was just like, Yeah, they just completely
At the
forgot.
end, they're all happy at Christmas. Like, hey, you guys remember Barb?
Remember Barb when
She's still there.
and she's just on the upside down, just
Yeah,
rotting away.
being eaten.
Wow. Yeah, poor Barb. But yeah, hopefully, maybe
Maybe she's gonna be the next.
she's gonna be the next Demigorgon or something like that. Barb the Demigorgon. Let's do it.
Why didn't you save me, Steve?
Oh my God, Frodo and Gamgee, what's his name?
Oh, Samwise Gamgee.
Samwise Gamgee and Barb come back.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh man.
What was his Bob? What was his name?
Bob, yeah, Bob and Barb.
The
Bob and
bees.
Barb's.
The killer bees are back.
Bob and Barb.
You thought they were in the underworld? Nope.
You thought they were in the upside down. Surprise! Oh, and I know you like this this show, the last one.
Have you seen it?
Okay, so I just took a glimpse of it on, I think it was on Hulu, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is what Troy was talking about. I actually have not seen it, but I heard it wasn't bad.
It was one of those days when I caught up on the DVR and there was nothing else on. I was like, well, I like
Should I
Christopher
go and
Meloni.
go work out? No, let's
What?
binge.
No, that thought never entered.
Exactly. Let's go binge Happy.
Yeah, because I like Chris Meloni.
I liked him in Law and Order.
Oz. Was he in Oz?
Was he in Oz?
I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, I liked him in Law and Order too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SVU.
So I started watching it, and I like Patton Oswalt, who does the voice of Happy.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
And the first one, because we were watching, I looked over. I said, "Hey, you want to watch this?" She's like, "Yeah, we'll try it." We watched the first one. I was like, "You want to watch another one?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And by the time of the third one, I was just like, I don't care how late it is. I'm finishing this season. And yeah, it was really good in a surreal, awkward type of way. He's a drunken ex-cop, dirty ex-cop, and Happy is this little imaginary.
His imaginary friend.
It's his daughter's imaginary friend, and she gets kidnapped. So, and that imaginary friend came to find him so he could come and save her.
So I'm guessing it got picked up for season 2.
Yes, it did.
So-
And you want to know who is being in season 2 as one of the bad guys? Weird Al Yankovic.
Which would make sense into a cartoon Roger Rabbit style, thing. That would make sense. That have Weird Al Yankovic as a villain. I think that would be good. Now I'm gonna have to go watch season 1. Look, more things to watch.
The villain is Very Bad Santa. His name is Very Bad Santa.
Oh, makes sense.
Dude, he's so creepy. He kidnaps a bunch of kids and uses them as you got to see it.
Yeah.
It's good. Chris Meloni does such a good job playing a drunk and drugged, dirty ex-cop. I don't know how he functions. He takes so much pills during the thing. But yeah, it's good. Happy. If you haven't watched it, guys, it's streaming.
Yeah, it's
on
good.
Hulu
Yeah,
now.
it's on Hulu or Netflix, one of the two.
I think it's on both.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I think we watched the first
Was
season
it?
on
It's
Netflix.
TNT, right?
Was it?
Or I don't know. It's one. See, exactly. This is what happens when I haven't had cable in like a year and a half.
Too many choices.
Yeah. But I just watch everything on Hulu. I'm binge watching. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia right now. I'm on like season 7.
Wow, I think I haven't got past season 1 yet.
You need to get past like season 5 or 6. That's where they go into widescreen and HD. But it's funny, especially when you see him coming out of the couch. It's pretty good. So yeah, wow, this has been a very long week in review. I don't know. Are you going to cut this into multiples, or are you just going to put it out there in one thing?
One.
So if you're watching this and you want to put in timestamps on exactly what we're talking about and save us the time, go ahead and post that below.
Because I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you guys can transcribe it.
Exactly.
I can't.
The camera's probably been off for like 20 minutes, and
Oh God, I hope not.
and we've just been talking.
I didn't hear it click. So.
Me neither. Well, I think that's about it for us.
That's it for this week in Nerd. That's all we have.
Yeah. I guess we will see you next week. My name is Patrick with Talk Dirty to Me.
I'm Troy with Talk Nerdy to Me. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Hit that bell icon so you know when new videos come out.
And if you're one of our auditory-only friends, subscribe to us on your favorite podcast platform.
Exactly. And also follow us on Herald.
El Paso Herald Post.
El Paso Herald Post.
If you're local, or even if you're not, it's on the web.
Yeah.
El Paso Herald Post lifestyle section. We have our own byline.
Exactly. We're going to teach people how to lifestyle.
Yeah, because look at how good this lifestyle turned out for us.
Exactly. Oh, God. All right. Well, that's it for us.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll see you next week.
Later, nerds.
Bye, guys.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG.